All right, man, let's see if I can give you a basic rundown of this SEO stuff. Now, real quick, I'm just going to kind of go over a few things to kind of get you started. SEO in general is a multi-million-dollar business. Companies charge thousands of dollars a month to other companies to do SEO stuff for them. So there's a lot of terminology. There's just a lot of stuff you have to know. You know, a portion of that, on one side of that is I only know a small percent. I know a very small percent. And the other side of that is I can only do so much, you know, not to be rude, for free, because, you know, it's a skill, it's a service, or not really a skill, but I guess a knowledge. So some of this stuff I'm just going to kind of breeze through. So let's just get. It's going to make more sense when I start poking around in this. You're like, oh, okay, I get it now. So you have this SEO plugin right here, and if you go to the dashboard, basic stuff. You're not probably going to not really mess with any of this. He's got ads here, and you know, here's some other things. Allow tracking. That's for him to track you. I wouldn't worry about that. What I would do is watch his tour. I haven't watched it, but you know, maybe he can help you a little bit more than this video is. All right. Your titles and your metas where I'm at right now. You got multiple tab posts here, and it has things that you can do. Force rewrite titles. Huh? What? No index subpages. Use meta-word. All this stuff. So these are things that if I sat here and went over every single thing, I would be doing a 3-hour video, and you still wouldn't know what to do. So what I want to kind of do is just say, hey, these are things I wouldn't worry about or read up on it. So right here, he's like, you know, he has a thing in here for prevents search engines from using DMOS descriptions, blah, blah, blah. You would have to know about that. I wouldn't worry about this stuff down here. And each one is going to have its own different information. Here's your meta description. Basically, for your homepage, your meta description would be like Xcel sports recruiting, where athletes come to profile themselves, blah, 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 blah. That's what you would put in there. I wouldn't worry about this other stuff. Here's where it gets tough. Your post page, which would be a blog post. Right, you don't really have blogs, but these are the sections you're using that shows up on the home page, right, in this right box over here. So basically, it has a default setting, a meta description default. Then there's this little checkbox, meta robots. Do you want to make it so robots don't, you know, show up to your site and index your site? You do want that, so I don't know why you would do that. So this is broken down to everything that your site does. Pages, you want meta description, your media files, your homepage slider, your testimonials, your partners. So everything we've done for you, you can come in here and drop in basic description text if you want it. Same thing for taxonomies, categories, tags, blah, 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 all that boring stuff. You know, other, okay? Index, you know, no, he's having this where he doesn't want to index your archives. That's all stuff that's up to you. In the beginning, I really wouldn't worry about this too much. What I would worry about is actually making a page more SEO friendly, and I'll get to that in a second, but I want to kind of go over these things so you don't think that I'm leaving you hanging. There's just so much stuff with SEO and this plugin, I can't even scratch the surface. Facebook stuff, I have no idea what that even does. Your sitemap is important. It's already been generated for you. If you want to update it, you can come in here and check stuff that you don't want to be found on your sitemap, basically meaning sitemap, Google checks the sitemap. You want anything on there you don't want Google to find, then you could do that here. Permalinks, I would not touch this. This has redirects and stripping things. I don't touch that. Leave that alone. Internal links, same. I wouldn't mess with this unless you know a little bit more. Just talking about breadcrumbs and 404s and some other stuff. RSS, don't worry about that. Import and edit files. These, you're really not going to worry about any of these. It's the top few ones, these up in here. These give you these title and metas that you would do the most work in. Now, with that said, let's check out a page, the About page, and what really you can kind of focus on to help yourself in the beginning until maybe you get more serious and you hire someone for SEO or, you know, whatever. So the About, I think that's this one, right? About Xcel Sports Recruiting. Yeah. All right. So you'll see this thing over here. It's SEO. Check it. It's going to give a breakdown of if you've done, you know, set up some keywords and stuff for that particular page. So in this case, for this Xcel page, And once I click it, what happens? No focus keyword. All right, so let's click on General. And then what it does first is it shows you a snippet. This is what it's going to look like in Google right now. Here's your title, here's the link, here's a little description. So what you can do is to check how good this page is, rank-wise, is put in a keyword. So what's your keyword going to be? I don't know, about Excel? I'm just making stuff up, so. All right. Then once you pump that in, it's going to say your focus keyword was found in article heading, no. Page title, no. Page URL, no. Content, no. Meta description, no. So basically, it's saying, hey, if you're going to use this as a keyword, you need to use it. So let's try something we're using in here. Let's do sports recruiting. All right, let's just do sports. That'll be easier. Boom. So now it's even a little bit better, right? Yes, you have it in your heading. Yes, yes, yes. No in meta description. So I come and do a check again. No focus keep. Oh, we got to update. So my apologies. Let's save it. Now it's yellow. That's good. All right, I should say better. This will be red if it's awful. It'll be green if you're doing really good. So it's not. You're doing pretty decent in that effect. Okay, so then there's SEO title to display in a search engine, and your meta description. So Xcel sports blah 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 blah, and then you'll see as I'm typing this, it shows up right up here, right? That's what's going to be seen in Google. So you can change that if you want. If not, they're gonna basically pull in the top information in the article. All right. Pretty neat. That's what you really should be focusing on in the beginning. We have some other things like your page analysis where you can also help yourself, where it's kind of giving you a breakdown. This is telling you what you need to work on for this particular page. Meta description. Your keyword doesn't appear in the first paragraph. Blah, 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 blah. Advanced. I don't know enough to tell you about these things, so I'm not even going to pretend. In your social stuff, Facebook and Google. That's it in a nutshell. So what I would strictly work on is your general and page analysis sections on your pages that you make. Find your keyword, and then do the check. And then that way you can work on it. Outside of that, that's it. All right, man. Hope that helps you.